Hello everybody, my name is Kanai Manika and welcome back to the overview, where today, it's LEGO time. You saw the haul we did earlier, and now it is time to start actually hauling. Sorry, I needed to gather my thoughts there for a second. Today we are looking at the thing that is probably the closest to what I usually look at on the channel to make, I guess, the transition smooth or whatever. But yeah, today we are taking a look at the smallest LEGO One Piece set that I have, that being LEGO set number 40799, the LEGO Brickheadz Monkey D. Luffy. This is like my fourth Luffy figure. Yeah, fourth, because I have, SHF Raiden Onigashima, I have SHF, Gear 5th, I have SH Figuarts Romance Dawn version, I have the SH Figuarts Childhood version, so this is, no, this is number 5, yeah, 5th Luffy. It is a Romance Dawn Luffy. It is my first live-action Luffy figure, because I didn't get the figure arts from the live-action. But yeah, here we are, with a LEGO Brickheadz. I'm not super into Brickheadz. They're kind of like Funko Pops, but a little bit better because they're made of LEGO, but they still have that weird kind of annoying aesthetic to them, but like, I get it. And somehow they've made 272 of the damn things. I think they've made 273 if we count Buggy. And they've made even more because there's a lot of Brickheadz that released in August from what I've seen. This is part of the August 1st wave, by the way. August 1st, 2025 wave, if we're being as specific as possible. But yeah, Luffy. We all like Luffy. So let's actually take a look at Luffy. So, front of the box seems to be somewhat standard for Brickheadz, trying to mix it with the One Piece box aesthetic, but though it does look a lot different. You've got a little bit of like that map gradient here at the bottom, going into this kind of bluish green, or greenish blue, I should say. It's more blue than green. At the top, it says LEGO Brickheadz, because it's from Brickheadz. You get the age range, even though this video is for fucking adults. Set number 40799, Monkey D. Luffy figure. It's 136 pieces. It's a building toy, and it's from the Netflix One Piece series. It's Monkey D. Luffy, number 272 in the series, and we get a CGI render of the Brickheadz Luffy right here, which looks fairly nice. At the top, it's just nice and blue, a little bit more of that gradient to be a lot more blue. LEGO Brickheadz number 40799, Monkey D. Luffy, figure 272, and you get a 1:1 scale LEGO brick of his torso, so you yourself can get a good sense of how big this thing is going to be. On this side is a bunch of alternate language translations for this, as well as where stuff is made and distributed. On this side, it has the LEGO logo, the Netflix One Piece logo, and then this image of Iñaki Godoy as Luffy, because they put the character art here on this side, a little bit of black, like, brickage. On the bottom, it's all black because of this, to make a nice, consistent-looking package. LEGO Brickheadz, it's got paper packaging for the outside, barcode, and then Netflix, and then all the other copyright stuff. So, LEGO and LEGO Logos copyright, Eiichiro Oda and Shueisha's copyright, Netflix and Tomorrow Studios' copyright. On this side, it shows basically how to use the figure. It's got the LEGO Brickheadz, the set number. It shows the Buggy, which I don't have yet. I will get it at some point because I'm an annoying completionist freak. And then you can put the Luffy Brickheadz onto its Brickheadz stand, which kind of looks like a Brickheadz face, which is kind of cute. So yeah, that's the box. Now I need to go build it, so hopefully I will be back soon. And we are back, after about 17 minutes or so of building, which hopefully you saw. So why don't we just get that right up onto camera? Yes, that's right, this is the Monkey D. Luffy Brickheadz. Yay! The build itself is fairly fun. I mean, it's easy enough. It was simple enough. It's hard to be super complex when you only have about a little over 100 pieces. But yeah, it's a fairly simple build, but it was fairly satisfying as well. A lot of it is probably fairly standard at this point for Brickheadz. Like, you build out the torso first, and you put in spots for the arms to connect, and then you add a little torso print, because he's got a little torso print. You set up the... I do like how the neck kind of connects. The print is a little bit faded, mainly on the skin area, but when you have shadow interacting with the neck, it blends color-wise really well, honestly, so it's something I could complain less about. So it does look nice. I do like the printing that is here. It's very simple, but it's the torso print as well as having a nice little print for where his scar is. That's a very important part of Luffy's design, so I'm glad that they got the scar in there. I also really like the choice of skin tone parts. It does feel like it fits Iñaki Godoy as Luffy very well. And I mean, this is indisputably Iñaki Godoy's Luffy. It's... Obviously, we're blurring the lines a little bit, since it is such a cartoony depiction, but the main way you can really tell that it's inspired by that is, like, the hair. I mean, the dark red is a little bit darker than your usual cartoon Luffy, as well as the dark blue for the jeans. The manga and anime tend to go for lighter shades, but the hair has all of these, like, bumpy curls, which are fairly nicely depicted with all these little small, like, slope parts, and it does work very well. I mean, I'm trying to say a lot about what is honestly very little. And it's a Brickheadz. If I'm to feel a little weird about something, it comes down to the catalog of Lego's part colors that they have. It doesn't, like, I don't expect them to make an entirely new color as part of their portfolio just for Lego One Piece, but and honestly, this Heat Orange shade is as close in the LEGO Parts catalog as I think you can get to the particular shade that the Straw Hat should be, but it feels a little bit too yellow, I think. I think there needs to be a little bit more orange, because it's not just like a tan. They could have used a tan, but they didn't, and I'm glad about that. But this feels a little bit too yellow. I think there needs to be a little bit more orange in the color, but again, they're limited to LEGO's part color catalog, which unfortunately runs into some of its limits with the Straw Hat. But the Straw Hat here does look good. I feel like I could just take this off and make it just like its own separate thing. I'd have to re-engineer some hair for the Luffy to make that work, especially because it's really clever the way this works. The front bangs and like the front bit of his face is attached to the hat, and essentially just slots in there. And it's really clever, a really clever way of getting that to work in there, and it feels very satisfying to build. It's a nice little bit of like, just like fun build engineering that they added into this little process that I'm really happy about. But yeah, the hat does look nice. It's obviously squared off because it's a Brickheadz, which generally has a very square aesthetic, as you can tell. It's nice that there's this little bit of roundness here, but obviously it is very square, but that does work. I think it feels very red Straw Hat or whatever, or like Brickhead Straw Hat, Lego-y Straw Hat. I shouldn't say red Straw Hat, where did that come from? But it does feel a little tall, but that's fine. I get it, parts limitations. Otherwise, two complaints, one small, one big. Small, you can kind of see the little bit of gray poking out there, which isn't ideal. But worse off, I find myself popping these legs off way too easily. Especially within the build process, when I was trying to hold on to it, the legs would just kind of sandwich off. I don't think there's quite enough clutch power there. I don't mind that he's able to come off the stand easily. I think that's kind of the point. And he doesn't really tend to have too many weight issues when standing up, unless you're, like, spinning him vigorously, which I don't think you're supposed to do, because again, this is a display piece. But yeah, the legs are a bit unsturdy, though I do really like the build technique that went into it, where you have the clear, distinct split between the top, like the bottom of the ripped jeans, to his skin, to the sandals. It's very minimalistic, but it gets off the idea very well. But yeah, there's not much more to say. Probably this is one of the more skippable items for most people, because most people are going to be going for the minifigure-based sets. But if you just want like a little desk knickknack of your favorite Straw Hat Pirate, or Straw Hat Pirate Captain, I should say, because I like all the Straw Hats, this is not a bad choice to get. You're probably going to be comparing it to a figure that I unfortunately don't have quite yet, the Brickheadz Buggy. I'm hoping to get that at some point, and I'll probably do a video like this when I do. I don't know, I think that one has more parts in it, but again, Brickheadz are mostly made out of small parts, so price per part doesn't really feel super crazy, and besides, it's $10. This is a $10 little figure. It's probably worth it if you want just like a small desk knickknack that you can also spend like a good 20 minutes or so building, but it's not really like a must-have item either, I think. It's probably something that if you want it, you can grab it, but if you're not super into it, it's not going to be groundbreaking, especially if you're not really into Brickheadz. But yeah, I did enjoy it. Some very fun build techniques, and yeah, do the usual YouTube stuff. I'm hoping to cover some of the rest of the sets as time goes on. This is just the first one I got to because it's the smallest and the one that I guess most people are going to be least excited about. So I just wanted to get out of the way quickly before we build to the sets with more anticipation building to them. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!